The reason you're getting low quality matches on dating apps, you're meeting girls who are beneath your league and below your standard, is because you have low quality photos. Your photos suck. It's not rocket science. If you can nail these 3 photos, the rest of your bio and your messaging is going to matter a lot less. It's going to give you a lot more room to fuck up, because most guys watching this will fuck up the texting, will fuck up their bio to some extent. If you focus in on this, you'll be able to nail the rest and have a higher likelihood of success without needing to waste a bunch of time texting girls and getting a lot of resistance to going and meeting up on a date. The number one benefit of having sick photos is that it's going to make a girl more invested, more down to say yes to your date invite, and it's going to make her less wary, less resistant to going on a date with you. The first photo you want on your profile, and you do actually want this to be the first photo in the stack, is a face photo, a clear shot of your face. The reason a girl swipes left on your photo is because she doesn't have a clear sense of what you look like. She's not confident in what you look like. There should be no obstructions in your face, no sunglasses, no weird lighting, no weird editing, none of that. On a dating app, a girl is going to judge you based on your looks. It's just a fact. There's no point bitching and complaining about it. Grow up. This is the reality. And no, this doesn't require you to be super handsome or super good looking. You just need to present your best self for this photo. You want a close-up photo that's gonna punch in and typically show either 3/4 of your body or half of your body. You'll notice in the example I have on screen, you can see my face clearly. It's well lit. There's good composition. There's stuff going on in the background. It's just an overall very natural looking photo of my face. We don't want the photo to look too posed or too try hard. Super corporate looking professional photos are not gonna do well on dating apps. A lot of guys think, oh, I'll just get a photo shoot done with a photographer and it'll look good. It's really not that simple. A lot of times if a photo is too done up, the girl's gonna think, oh, this isn't actually what he really looks like. So we want the photo to be a high quality representation of what you look like, but we don't want it to be over edited so it looks corny and like you're trying to catfish girls and being disingenuous. And you also don't want it to look too posed, too forced, or the girl's gonna get the vibe that you're putting on an act and it's gonna repel her. Naturalness in your photos is what's going to make the girl more attracted to you, because it's gonna feel more real and authentic, and what you guys are doing is engaging in an app, which is by nature a very inauthentic and transactional way of doing things. So if your profile, specifically your photos, come off as natural, it's going to give her a better first impression and better vibe of you. And I'll even give you an example of how crazy this change can be in my own life. I used to have this photo on my profile for years. I didn't really change my photos on my profiles for years because they were doing well. I was getting matches I was happy with, and I thought, why not? This is fine. However, when the algorithms changed a bit, because the algorithms do change and you do need to keep up with the times, my matches slowed down and I felt like the quality of girls wasn't really up to par for what I was looking for. So I said, fuck it. It's been years. I squeezed as much juice as I can out of these photos. Let's get some new ones. When I changed this photo to this photo, I literally got 5x the matches just changing one photo. That goes to show you how valuable it is to be constantly testing and trying out new photos and going out there and doing the work of getting new photos. The photos you took on fucking vacation, the photos that you took when you were out at a dimly lit bar with your friends, are those really going to be the best, most intentionally taken photos that are going to get you the most attractive women? No, of course not. It requires you to be intentional. So make sure you put in the work and get this face shot, this first photo, because most girls are only going to look at this. They're not even going to swipe through the whole stack of photos. So make sure you nail this photo ASAP. Now, as a bonus, your face shot can actually be a selfie. I know most guys are going to fucking spam the comments because every fucking guru out there has told you that selfies are the worst thing in the world. Selfies are not bad. It's just that most of you guys watching this don't understand how to take a selfie that's actually going to get you results on dating apps or on Instagram in general. If you can get a well-lit selfie, it's actually very, very good, because a selfie is typically going to be less edited. It's going to feel a lot more real, relatable, and authentic, which is going to make the girl more comfortable with you. So when you have a selfie, it feels less contrived. It feels less try hard. And if you do it in the right way, it's going to get her more attracted. Now, as far as selfies go, you want to make sure that you are the subject of the shot. You're taking up most of the frame. Imagine I was talking to you and I was all the way over here. This is uninteresting. You guys would click away. Instead, I'm up here. I'm in front of the fucking frame. I'm the subject. I'm taking up your space. I'm commanding your attention. And I'm set up in a way where I look big, dominating. I'm taking up the frame. If I'm taking a selfie and the selfie's all the way down here, I have a fucking double chin. I look weird. It makes my neck look longer. This is not a flattering angle of what I actually look like. It's also not a fair representation of what I look like, unless she's already down there. However, if I just move the frame up and I'm here, you'll see now my jawline, my facial structure is a lot more pronounced. You can see my hair better. You see more structure to my face. You can see my outfit. My neck doesn't look super long from that angle. So you see, I'd want to be more pressed up. Now, this isn't exactly the best lighting. It's better that the sun is shining on me, but the lighting is quite a bit harsh. We would probably want some softer lighting, preferably a window or something in between. But this is a much better start. You notice if I come off to an angle, my left side tends to be my better side. Find which side of your face your jaw structure is better at. If I'm taking a selfie like this, I'm taking up the frame, you'll see I look a lot more appealing and attractive than if I was taking a selfie down here or with bad lighting. You always want to hold the camera either eye level or slightly above eye level, and you want to be taking up the majority of the frame. You can integrate a dog into it, you can integrate a pet into it, you can do it in a car. Cars are typically better because the angle at which you're sitting and which you hold the phone is going to be ideal. There's also a window in there that will kind of clear up some of that harsh lighting, and there's also just more going on around you. There's the seats, etc. So cars are typically a good spot to take selfies in if you can, so go ahead and make sure you try it out. The next photo you're going to want is an activity photo, a photo that showcases you doing some sort of activity. A lot of guys think they need to go out and get themselves fucking swinging from the trees like Tarzan, or they need to be on a jet ski or doing something super exotic to impress a girl. It's not really about the specific activity you're doing. I've had guys fucking playing guitar in their bedroom. I've had guys post an activity photo of them sitting down at an outdoor coffee shop with a fucking cup of Starbucks. And this activity photo, by nature of it being an activity, is typically going to feel less forced. It's going to be more candid. So it's going to make the girl feel like she has a real sense of who you are and how you might be. We want to give the girl the different sides and the different versions of ourselves so that she creates a complete picture. Because if she has 4 guys she's debating going on a date with, she has you and 3 other guys, she's going to pick the guy who she feels most confident in her self-assessment of. So we want to allow her to have the ammunition, the ability to make a good assessment of us so that she could pick the person she's going to feel best about, aka us, because we have the correct photos in place. Again, it doesn't need to be anything super crazy. It could literally be you at the gym, you fucking eating, walking, talking to a friend, you out with some friends at a festival, at a concert, whatever the hobbies are that you do. If you're traveling, this is a very, very easy one because a lot of girls like travel. Travel is essentially chick crack. And if you're a successful guy who's already traveling around quite a bit, you're missing out on opportunities by not simply snapping a picture and documenting it. If you have a lifestyle that women would love to be a part of, that's always going to be a huge benefit. So it makes sense to document certain aspects of this in a tasteful way, in a way that's not too try-hard and in a way that's not going to attract gold diggers, so that you can bring these women into your life and increase the pool of options that you have. Now, the thing to keep in mind with activity photos is that you still want to be the subject of the shot. The problem that most guys have with their photos on their profiles is that they're not actually the subject of the shot. It'll be them in a group photo with a bunch of people, which is not ideal. If you're gonna have a group photo for your activity shot, only have a handful of people in there. You don't want a photo of you and 10 people, because then she's gonna think, who the fuck is the guy that I'm talking to? She also wants to see that you have a life of your own and a life that she would like to become a part of. When a man and a woman agree to be boyfriend and girlfriend, a lot of times it's more so the woman becoming part of the man's life, especially if you're already successful and high value and have things going for you. You are going to want to bring a woman into your life. So why wouldn't you want to showcase the things that are important to you, the things that you like, so that you can attract a partner who is going to be compatible with that lifestyle? Because if you're successful, if you're doing well as a guy, your problem isn't necessarily that you get 0 dates. Your problem is that you're not getting the types of women who are girlfriend quality, who are going to be the right fit for you. So you want to make sure that all of your communication and the way you present yourself in your dating life is congruent with the type of partner that you want to attract. If you're a guy who doesn't like going to the club, you probably shouldn't have a bunch of photos of you with bottle service or photos of you drunk with your friends at 3 a.m. in the middle of the night. You probably want photos that are more congruent with your habits. Photos of you perhaps cooking, photos of you traveling, whatever your hobbies tend to be. Those are the things that you should communicate in your profile. Now, the third and final shot you want is a full body shot. The reason you want a full body shot is because, again, we want to create a strong image in the girl's mind of what it's going to be like to meet us in person. Who is the man she can picture across from her on a date? So you want a full body shot, a shot that's going to show at least 3/4 of your body or above, from your knees up, from the top of your thigh up, ideally your full body. So it's important that you're wearing well-fitting clothing. You have no idea how many guys have fucking baggy pants or fucking childish sneakers that are really just significantly stepping your game down. You may look good from the waist up, but girls will always pay attention to 2 things. They'll pay attention to your shoes, they'll pay attention to the fit of your pants, because those will signal to the girl whether you're a guy who has his shit together. So you may be a guy who has his shit together in your finances, in your professional life, in your career. However, if you don't have your shit together and you don't know how to present yourself like a fucking adult, like a man who's to be taken seriously, she's gonna start judging you and you're gonna lose points in her mind. So by giving her a full body shot, you're just giving her more ammunition, you're showing off more value, and you're showing off the other ways in which you are to be taken seriously and which she can trust trust you as a man and your judgment. Now, full body shots are typically your opportunity to flex a nice outfit. So get on your best outfit, make sure you're wearing well-fitting clothing, and just show the girl how well you present. A girl is going to think a lot of things. Women are very status oriented. They think about how the man that they're with can elevate their status. So if she sees that you're well dressed, put together, you have attention to detail in how you present yourself, that's going to make her think, oh, I'd love to go walk into a restaurant with this man. I'd love to follow his lead. Do you think she wants to follow the lead of a man who's 32 years old, makes good money, has his life together, has a sick place, yet he still dresses like he's fucking 24 and in a fraternity? Of course not. I know people like to say, oh, it doesn't matter how you dress, doesn't matter how you look. To a certain extent, they're right. However, if you can take advantage of these little things, you're just adding bonus points. And especially the highest quality women are going to want a man who checks the boxes across everything. So if you want to attract the highest quality partner, a woman who's going to be worthy of bringing your future child into the world, you need to make sure that you are paying attention to all of the small details and checking all of the boxes that you can. And besides, if you're the type of guy who doesn't really care about dressing well, it's not very difficult. All you need to buy is like 5 or 6 nice, well-fitting shirts, 2 or 3 pairs of nice, well-fitting pants, and 1 or 2 pairs of shoes or sneakers, and you're good to go for good. If you want outfit inspiration or help picking out clothing, you can follow me on Instagram and check it out over there. You can follow my friends Alex Costa or Marcel Flores on Instagram. They're great style guys. They have great fashion sense, and they always know how to make you look your best self. One thing I harped on quite a bit in this video was the importance of making your photos look natural, making them look congruent, making them feel authentic and not too contrived. Because women are smart. They have a really high social IQ. If they feel like you're trying too hard in your profile and like you're putting on an act, she's going to smell it from a mile away, and it's going to actually repel her and turn her off. So we actually don't want to be flexing too hard or make our photos or our bio or our whole profile in general look like we're trying too hard. The most important thing you can do is get really good at taking photos with your iPhone. I mean, just look at this. When I transitioned from the nice full frame DSLR camera to this, it just feels like we're having a normal conversation. It feels a lot more natural. That's why selfies are so powerful. That's why if you can get a selfie where you look good in, which is not that difficult, you don't have to be 10 out of 10 Chad looks, you're gonna get success. And that's why if you can take most of your photos on an iPhone, ideally, you're gonna get a lot more success as well. One major fun fact is that all of my photos on my Hinge profile and all of my dating profiles are iPhone photos. I've been taking photos on DSLR full frame cameras like this for years, and yet my best performing photos are consistently iPhone photos for all of these subtle psychological reasons that I just outlined. My face shot photo that I showed you in the beginning is an iPhone photo. My activity photo is an iPhone photo. All of my photos on my profiles are iPhone photos. Once you do it, once you get photos that work for you, you can benefit from these photos for years. Before, when I had my old profile, I didn't change my photos for like 3 or 4 years. I took these photos. Yes, it took a little bit of time up front, but then they were paying dividends for me long term. And again, with dating, just like in every other area of our life, we want to put in the minimum amount of work to get the maximum amount of results forever, because dating is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to feel like a chore. We want to get the chore parts out of it as fast as possible. We want to be as efficient as possible. If you want help with your dating life, me and my team will literally build your profile for you. I'll hand select your photos. I'll hook you up with a photographer who can get these exact type of photos that we've gotten for dozens of other clients, and we'll set up your profile so that you're passively getting matches in the background, so that you're not wasting tons of hours swiping and messaging women only to get no results and only to get low quality matches. So if you're a successful guy who wants to make sure you stay successful and you want to focus on your mission, making money, crushing it in your career, and you just want someone who's already mastered this to build your dating profiles for you and help you with every aspect of your dating life, from the texting, the approaching in person, we can help you with all of it. Just check the link below. You can apply to get in touch and work with me and my team. After you click that link, if you still want more help, you can check out this video, which is definitely going to help you get on more dates in the next few weeks.